It's your buddy Smokey. We're back in the lab, and hey, persistence, persistence, persistence. Forward, forward, forward. So, as the lab is still here, we're going to continue on. We were talking about the different scale degrees and kind of getting a feel for how they sound. Now, let's go back to the six. I had given you an example of constructing a song using six in making parts, but we didn't get into the sound, nor the important relation, which is going to take us to the next step, the next chapter in formulas, if you will. The six is also known as what is called the relative minor. For those that don't know, if you do know, what are you doing here? You know this. Um, say we're in C, okay? So one. I had a little sweetness added, but it wasn't time for that yet. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight. Root one, whatever you want to think of it. But one, C, two, D, three, E. F is four, G, and then A is six. Okay, a minor key formula is based on this relationship of the major one to the minor six. They would share key signatures. A natural minor is the same notes as C major, the exact same notes, and that's that sound. So when you're thinking of minor keys, their initial relationship is they are the six of a major key. So say you're starting, you're messing around in a minor key, and you're D. Well, if you want to know what the one is, the relative major to the minor you're playing, if you're thinking of it as a six, not a two, not a three, a six, then you go six, seven. Ah, there's your one, there's your major. So D minor and F major are the same key. So if you were, doing a D minor blues thing, one of your options then is outside of your D minor pentatonic, you can think F major for some more color. And that's that relation. When they say a relative minor, that's because they're in relation. They have the same notes. Another way to think about what I've been going through in terms of the sound of each scale degree on its own is also called modes. And that's a whole other course of study where you treat those as centers, but you're still using the same group of notes. They elicit different sounds. And we'll get into that. But the six, right now we're talking about the six. Let's get back to the six. Smokey, shouldn't have had all that cough syrup. Just kidding. So the six, and we'll go back to A minor here, because it is the relative major of what class? A, B, C. C major. So when you're constructing this formula, this is the natural minor. There are two others that we're going to get into. It's root, whole step to the second, half step to the third, regular fourth, regular fifth, half step to the flat six, flat seven, root. That's that sound. And its relation to same set of notes, we're just starting in a separate place. And when you think six, you're thinking the relative minor key. Are we good so far? Here's a nice relative minor chord change for you. You've heard it a million times in A minor here. Okay, is it starting to sink in now? Oh, okay, sure. So, what I've done here is I've made a little loop, basing everything on A minor as a six as the relative minor to C major. So we get the sound of the 6 going. I played some pretty chords. My A minor 7, G6 add 9, E minor 7, sus 4, F major 7 with a 9 and the 5 on top. I think somewhere I sneak in a D minor as a substitution for the E minor second time around. But that's that sound. It's a minor sound, so let's do the loop and you'll get a little bit of an idea. Into the A minor pentatonic. So that's the idea. It's the same. We're doing natural minor here. So it's 1, 2, flat 3, 4, 5, flat 6, flat 7. And that's if you're thinking of now shifting the idea of 1 to 6, and that becomes the natural minor. There's 2 other minors we're going to get into. I touched on one briefly, the harmonic minor, and then the melodic minor, both which were sort of made after the fact of the idea of the relative minor. And they were constructed to make certain harmonic things happen, and we'll get into that. But that's, yeah, the 6, the natural minor. Was it D minor, saddest keys? Does have a sad sound. Spinal Tap reference. It's your buddy Smokey. Thanks for hanging out here in the lab. Come on by, get it while the getting's good. Because it's going to be elsewhere at the end of January. The lab is going to move, and we'll figure out where. But the lab will continue, so I'm going to keep just posting. Don't forget, find me on Facebook, find me on YouTube, subscribe if you already haven't, and pass this along to anybody who might need the help. That's what this is for. It's just free ideas, free advice. Why not? It's the internet. It's your buddy Smokey. I'm hungry for guitar. Damn cough syrup. Anyways, just kidding. Again, honestly, you know I don't do that. I just gotta get some wine and sit back and enjoy the rest of my night. You enjoy the rest of your night, and we'll talk to you later. Everything's gonna be settled soon. All right. Talk to you.